Hey guys, and welcome to Universal Warriors. In today's video, I'll be looking at Escanor's power level. But before starting the analysis, we are going to see who Escanor is, for those who do not know him. Escanor is a character from the anime Seven Deadly Sins, or also known by its Japanese name, Nanatsu no Taizai. But how does a mere human being have enough power to humiliate warriors to the level of the commandments? Escanor was an ordinary young man. He was a weak prince of the Castillo Kingdom. When he was a child, his older brother constantly bothered him, until one day, suddenly, and without any explanation, a great power came to him, so that his body was transformed and became extremely strong. This event caused fear throughout the kingdom, so Escanor had to flee. But where did that power come from? The answer to this great mystery would be hidden in an old story. It is said that thousands of years ago, there was a very powerful warrior who was feared and respected by everyone who knew him. And it is that he had a gift, a special power called sunshine, and was able to receive the strength of the sun, so that in daylight his power was unbeatable. It is said that when he died, his body was never found, after which the gift began to wander the world looking for someone worthy of his power, and so a few years had passed until it finally recognized Escanor, and seeing the nobility of his heart, decided to join him. It was in this way that Escanor received his power, being now the strongest human being of all. And now, let's start by looking at the different power levels of Escanor. In base form, he is a normal man in his 40s, skinny and wearing glasses. Escanor likes poetry, and he is an expert in wine, although you will rarely see him drinking. Regarding his power level, he is weak, even for a human, reaching a power of 15 units, while a normal human being would be around 30. We continue on with Phase 1, the sunrise. At dawn is when Escanor releases his strength and his body undergoes the impressive transformation. His height increases from 165 centimeters to more than 3 meters, and his face becomes imposing, becoming a man with impressive strength as well as untainable agility and endurance. In this form, he reaches 50,000 power units, being superior to most commandments. Escanor's Phase 1 has a variant, and it is the one that can be released at night. In this case, the warrior does not receive his power from the sun, but from the solar energy that was stored in the Ritha axe. That is why this transformation can't last long. In addition, he will only reach 30,000 units. Phase 2. Once he has dawned, his strength stabilizes at 60,000 units. He will maintain this power for most of the day. His appearance is the same as at dawn. This is the phase he used when he fought Estarossa, and it was enough to keep a balanced fight against this commandment. Phase 3. Sunset. After the sun has reached its maximum brightness, it will begin to retreat, giving rise to sunset. Then all the light that has come through the day will begin to gather in Escanor. The warrior's strength will reach its fullness, and his body will begin to get bigger and bigger, becoming a true giant. The heat that he gives off becomes more intense and suffocating. Fire coming out of his body and his solar techniques like Cruel Sun become more powerful, reaching a total of 120,000 units. It is the stage that he reached in his fight against Estarossa. It is for this reason that the poor commandment could not do anything against the incredible strength of Escanor. Final phase, the 1. During the afternoon, Escanor's strength is impressive, but it is during the last minute of the afternoon that he will reach his ultimate form. Escanor's body not only grows larger, but his muscles begin to exceed his limit, taking on a monstrous appearance that looks like it's about to explode from so much power. The fire of the sun begins to come out all over his body, and his eyes light up with flames of fire. His face becomes deformed, his nose gets bigger, and his hair and mustache start to move like fire. In this state, Escanor's power seems to have no limits. It is estimated that it exceeds 180,000 units, although it is not known exactly. What are Escanor's abilities? Escanor possesses formidable techniques. Unintentionally, Escanor gives off a lot of heat, so that everything around him begins to melt. This weakens his opponents. Although Escanor does not want to, it is simply the reflection of his power. Cruel Sun. Escanor creates a small sun in the palm of his hand, in which he compresses all the heat, turning into a devastating attack. Divine Sword. With this technique, Escanor moves his 2 fingers to launch a heat cut. The power of this technique is as high as the phase Escanor is in at that moment. But that's not all. He also has a powerful weapon, the Divine Axe Ritha. It is a sacred treasure that has the ability to absorb Escanor's solar energy, so that he can release it whenever he wishes. This allows him to launch attacks with extra power, or to transform in a few moments during the night. So that is all for the phases and transformations of this character. If you want to see more power levels of 7 Deadly Sins, click on this video. Or you can also see one of my best videos. But anyway, with that being said, make sure to leave a like on the video, comment if you enjoyed, And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to be notified every time we upload. And we'll see you in another video. Goodbye.